Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to the weekly podcast for the week starting 28th of January 2019. Holy shit, can you fucking believe it? We're a month deep in the year. It's too fast. Like this, I'm not even that old because people usually say the older you get, time flies by faster. Like I'm telling you, I didn't even felt this first month of the year. It honestly feels like yesterday I was doing my holiday shopping. It really fucking does. So holy shit, man. It's been some time. It's been a week since the first episode of the podcast, and here is the second one. And holy shit, has stuff improved. First of all, I'm waggling in my chair. There is no waggly, rusty sounding chair. I upgraded to an armchair, you know. I had an armchair that is like at the back of my room, and so I just swapped them too. But hey, the setup is improving. I have a armchair. I have also a mint tea with honey in it. Holy shit, guys! One episode deep, and look at that. We're already upgrading. I'm moving up in life. You see? Oh, yeah, but anyway, how y'all doing? Did you do your finals? What happened there? Cause I mean, honestly, if you're done with your finals, I really envy you because I still have two more next Monday. So actually, here's something that I haven't figured out. Possibly, very, very likely, next podcast would be on Tuesday instead of Monday. I mean, we'll see. I will try to record it on time, but I got two finals. First one is from 9 o'clock. It's about an hour, so until 10, and then I think my second one is at like 11 or 12. I gotta check it out. I think it was 12, but it might be 11. And so, you know, like I'll be done with taking exams in about like 12 o'clock, probably, most likely. But I'm gonna have to wait for grades and shit there and see if I've passed or not. I don't know. Maybe after that we might. I don't know. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. But yeah, I will try to record it on time. If hey, I mean, here's something, because probably the afternoon is gonna be free, hopefully for me. So if I'm in a good mood and I did pass, you're gonna get a podcast. And if I didn't pass, I'm gonna be in a shitty mood. I'm gonna be like, I don't feel I have the energy for doing for doing this right now. So I'm gonna delay it to Tuesday. But man, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I have a lot to study still. If I'm gonna pass any of these two exams, I haven't started, and I mean, I had 2 weeks. One of them just flew by. But yeah, tonight I feel like I should. I'm gonna do some studying. You know, I'm gonna I'm gonna edit this podcast, and after that I might hit the gym, and then we are gonna be going to fucking study because we need to, because we gotta pass, because we have loving parents waiting for us in our home country, my friends. I say home country, hometown. It's not that far away actually at all. I can go back and forth in a day. Then it's gonna be like I don't know, like 3 hours there and 3 hours back, something like that, with a car. If you're taking a bus, holy shit! don't don't fucking take buses. Buses are the worst. I don't know, like, cause I don't own a car, and usually when I travel to my hometown from the campus, like, I take a bus, and it's horrible. it is fucking horrible. It's 5 hours of just nothing. I usually get like podcasts, like the I get the Triforce podcast, or the Co-optional podcast, or I don't fucking know what else do I listen to. I mean, I don't know, in terms of podcast, that's it. The bus has no Wi-Fi. I know in a lot of countries right now, buses have Wi-Fi's and shit. Here the buses don't fucking have Wi-Fi. I mean, there are some with Wi-Fi, but it's very, very, very not gonna happen. I mean, the chances of happening is like you gotta go fucking get one of those scratcher tickets if you're in a bus with a Wi-Fi. So yeah, that's thing. And it's like 5 hours. Really, really, there is always some dude that is like sleeping and he's snoring so fucking loud that I'm with my headphones, and I can still fucking hear him. It's like this bad. Or there is like some dude that has not washed and he smells like shit. Like the whole fucking bus smells like that. Especially when I don't know, if when it's a hot day, like it's a summer day, or if it's a really cold winter day, because in the winter the driver just turns on the heater to max, and like the smell just goes everywhere and you're just like, what is going on right now? Like I had this one time when a drunk guy, I don't want to sound pretentious or anything, but like these people from like villages and shit, they're not townsfolks, and they come to town, they drink, and then they catch a bus to go back to the village, and I have nothing against people that live in villages. I think it's even pretty awesome because it's like quiet and shit, but man, some of them, I'm not saying all of them as well, like I'm not encompassing everybody here, but fuck me, there are some people just there was like this one guy from like a village somewhere in like the path that we were taking, so he was on the same bus as us, and holy shit, this guy, so he's been drinking all night, he hasn't taken a shower, and not only was he smelly, but I get, because he was old, right? He couldn't hear very well with his ears, so he was on the phone like the whole fucking journey, like 5 hours, and not only was he yelling at his phone, but also he had it on loudspeaker and turned to the max, so everybody could hear absolutely everything they were saying. It was just a fucking nightmare. And the thing is, if I was at the back, he was somewhere in the front and I was just hearing him in the background, that would have been great. But my fucking shitty luck was he was standing right in front of me, like right on the seats in front of me, and I was like, what the fuck have I done in my life to deserve this? Like holy shit, I think that was like the biggest nightmarish traveling with bus I have ever done. But it's always something. Like this is why I stopped going back to my hometown. I mean, one of the reasons why I stopped going back to my hometown regularly, because I usually every month I would just take a week off and I would just go, right? But I don't know, last summer I got a job that I worked at, don't work anymore, but I did work it. And I worked at a casino, and man, I have so many fucking stories, but I feel like I got enough things to talk about this week that I might save them for another time. I don't know, do let me think if you want to hear some crazy casino stories. I mean, got a bunch of them. Anyway, traveling with the bus was, because it's like my only option. It's either that or traveling by train, but apparently as far as I've heard, trains are even worse here in Bulgaria, so like fuck me, I'm not traveling with train if it's like worse than the bus. So yeah, sometimes like I got friends going back and forth and I travel with them if I can, but yeah, I usually was going back once a month, traveling there, staying for a few days, and then coming back here. But uh, I don't feel like doing this anymore. It's just I've had enough. You know, at the beginning it was fun. My first year of college, university, it was fun. Traveling, going back and forth. I could listen to podcasts because I usually don't find the time to listen to podcasts, sadly, when I'm like not traveling. I'm always doing something else. And so I don't know. It's just one of those things that you don't have time. I don't know. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble. I'm starting to ramble about stuff that they don't need to be rambled about. But yeah, stuff that I wanna talk about before I start talking about other stuff. Oh yeah, follow me on Twitter. I've been pretty active this past week on Twitter. It's a weird username. When I registered it, when I registered for a username, gave me, I don't know why it didn't let me choose. I typed in the weekly podcast, and so it gave me the weekly podcast one. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at the weekly podcast one. That's PODCA1. If you don't know what I was trying to fucking say, but yeah, that's fucking it. And yeah, it's gonna be probably in the description. And yeah, I've been following some trends. I've looked up at, I don't know, people telling me what you should do in order to be successful on social media. And apparently it's being consistent that is the greatest. Like in this day and age, I remember back when I was young, right? Like, you had to be good at something in order to succeed in it. Like, this is what we've been taught from like little kids. I feel like my whole generation is like this. Like, you have to be good at something, and you have to either get good at it, or you're born with the talent, But in order to be successful, you gotta be good. You gotta perfect yourself and all of that. Whilst, I don't know, right now, for like everything, absolutely everything, like the closest things to me are looking at successful YouTubers, because I've been watching YouTube for a really long time, and successful streamers and all of that. And the thing is, they're not saying you gotta be good at something, or you gotta perfect this talent or that talent, or you gotta work on some kind of a skill. No, like in everything, social media, all of that stuff, apparently the secret to success is being fucking consistent, man. If you check out poor shitty content, it doesn't matter as long as it's fucking consistent. Which, I mean, this is what I'm aiming with this podcast, to be honest, because I mean, this is fucking shit, what I'm doing right here. I am just talking to you about my fucking life and what happened throughout the week, and also I just ramble about things that I get fucking angry out of. But the thing is, it's fucking therapeutic, this, to me, because when I get this shit out, a lot of the times I either don't have friends that are interested in the shit I have to say, or they just don't wanna hear me ramble. Whilst this is an excuse to just get all of the fucking things that piss me off and everything I wanna say into like an hour podcast, and it's done. And I don't have to fucking talk about it to anyone. If someone shows me that they have interest, we might discuss it a little bit, but I don't have to go on tangents. I don't have to fucking go and yell about shit, because I usually am very, like, when something pisses me off, I do wanna scream. I'm that kind of a person. I never do, because I'm a fucking shy little individual as well. But hey, we're talking about Twitter, right? I've been posting pretty much every day, and don't worry, if you do in fact follow me, I am not gonna spam your feed. It's not gonna be just a wall of my tweets everywhere you go. No, I usually I usually like tweet once a day, and I may retweet something once or twice a day. That's it. Like that's what it is. And I don't know. I usually do tweet out shit that I think are not pointless. I mean, I guess it's subjective. Subjective. What the fuck is that even word? But yeah, it's subjective of I don't know what you think is a proper Twitter content or not, I guess. But yeah, I feel like I do tweet shit that I don't know. I've been hashtagging and doing all that. I mean, most of my tweets are, if you follow me, I tweeted that I played some CSGO last week. We're gonna talk about that a little later. Let me just stop the sound of my laptop because I'm looking through my tweets and shit, looking at what I've got. Oh yeah, I got the new version of Android on my phone as well. I've tweeted about it. It's fucking finally like because I got OnePlus 5T, and it's a great phone. Like the 6 and the 6T, sure, they're marginally better. I mean, they have the same amount of RAM, unless you're rocking the the 6T McLaren version. I think has 10 gigs of RAM, or else it's like 6 or 8, which you're gonna get. And I don't know, they have like the new processor, the Snapdragon 845, I think. Yeah, I believe mine is 835. And the thing is, sure, it's a more powerful processor, but like I bought this phone last year, right? Just before the 6 came out. Or I say just about like a few months before it came out. And like I'm super happy with this device. It's like I don't really see the point of actually, just upgrading, because the new phone does not do anything new than what my phone does. Like the camera, even camera department, it's sort of the same. I guess the 6T has a little bit of a better software because the version of the camera is a little bit newer, but it's like the same shit, and I usually don't give a shit that much about camera. Like I love the fact that I got portrait mode for my front camera now, because this is I feel like this was like the only camera feature which was missing from my phone. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking use it, don't get me wrong, but it's nice, it's there now. But yeah, anything else? I think that's it. Like I had to wait a lot for it, but I feel like it's a good thing that I've waited for it, because I got the third version that was with the Pi of Oxygen OS. There were 3 other versions, or even 4 other versions, because I got 9.0.3, right? So there was 9.0, 9.0.1, 0.2, and 0.3, which is gonna be this is like the 4th version which I got, and to be honest, a lot of bugs are fixed and a lot of things are fixed. Although if you are having the 5T and you are still on Oreo, you're thinking, would I upgrade, should I upgrade to the Pi or not? Before you do, make sure you go to the settings memory tab and clear your cache, because this doesn't happen to anyone. No, it's a little small amount of people that are having this, but apparently if you don't do that, there is a slight chance your phone might get bricked. I don't know why. It's an official update, it should not have this issue, but it affects super small amount of 5T users, but it still does. So be careful when updating. Make sure you clear your cache, and I feel you should be okay, because that's the only thing I did. And to be honest, I don't want to jinx it or anything, but better life is a lot better. The adaptive brightness thing, so I hated it. First of all, I fucking hated it because I turned it on and I was like, I'm gonna stick it up for a day, because it's gonna be shitty for the first day because it has to learn, right? So I left it on for a day. Then second day it was total garbage, so I just turned it off, and I was like, because on Oreo I never used it, the adaptive brightness, and so like here on Pi I was like, well, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I can still like turn it on and off myself. I've got that reflex from Oreo. But like today I turned it on, and apparently it's still realizing what I want and what not. Cause like right now, at least like this whole day today has been pretty fucking good in terms of knowing what brightness I wanted and not. Because in like dark environments, I haven't really been much into dark environments, to be honest. But in like, it does, I don't know, it does adjust the brightness accordingly, at least till now. I've had a half day of using it again, and it does the job pretty fucking well, to be honest. Yes, I don't know. Anyway, let's talk UFC. But before we talk UFC, I gotta say something, okay? On Twitter, I got actually someone following me, and it's a UFC fighter. That's right, it's Jared Gordon. Now, as far as I remember, because I did look him up, he had a professional record of 17-3, although he did lost his last match, which was pretty fucking recently. It was, I think December. I think about at the end of December, somewhere where he fought Joakim. What's his name? Let me check. Jared Gordon versus Joakim. Joakim Silva. So yeah, and he was knocked out, sadly. But yeah, dude, thank you for the follow. Shout out on the super successful podcast that I'm running here, and I hope you do go back and win it, and maybe one day you can get a good match with someone like I don't know, Khabib, a title, the money shot. I mean, as far as I remember, Jared Gordon is about in his 30s, so sadly he doesn't really have much time. Yeah, he's 88, so yeah, he's 30 years old. Anyway, in other UFC news, before I go and before I go into John Jones, let's talk about Anderson Silva. Holy shit, he is gonna be fighting again. Like, a lot of people were saying that he will be retiring after his last match, but he is gonna do a few more matches. Before he does that. He was challenging Conor at some point, but I don't know. To be honest, I would love to watch Conor McGregor and Anderson Silva go at it. Like, that would be a great match. But I think Anderson Silva lost his last match. I don't know. I'm not gonna be looking up everything, but I feel like maybe if he like gets a giant KO win here, and then if Conor beats but I don't know, if Conor beats Cerrone, then I don't know if Conor's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna fight Anderson Silva. Are you kidding me? I don't think that's gonna be it. I think he will be going to fight I don't know, either yeah, either he's gonna fight Ferguson, or he's gonna have another shot at Khabib. Like, if he wins his next match, I feel like they're gonna throw him back in the big boy league, which, not that Anderson Silva is not a serious opponent, but I don't know, he sort of lost it. Like he's not there. He's pretty old though. He's getting, his age is getting to him. Although he doesn't fucking look his age. Like if you see pictures of him when he joined the UFC and pictures of him now, it's like he hasn't fucking aged at all. I don't know how he does it, but hey, I mean he looks pretty fucking good for his age. That's what I'm gonna say. And I don't know. Let's, like, we're gonna see how that match goes. It's pretty soon as well. It's on the 9th of February, I think, which is my brother's birthday. So my brother is getting the gift of me watching Anderson Silva on his birthday of a pay-per-view, which we're gonna watch, or at least I'm gonna watch on my 17-inch 1080p laptop screen. I don't know, we might go out to watch it somewhere, but I kind of don't think it's gonna happen because it's not like that big of a match. I remember me and a couple of friends went to watch Khabib and McGregor in like a place out, you know, but it was like the matches start usually at this time at like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. Usually it's like really bad timing, so it's a hassle to go out and watch the match. Although, you know, I have no fucking problem waking up at like 4 in the morning and just like watching the UFC for like a few hours and then going back to sleep. Especially right now when I'm not working or anything. Oh man, like I don't know. I mean, the usually the main UFC nights are on Sunday Sunday morning. Saturday, Sunday mornings. It's where we're at right now. So I don't know. I usually, if it's a big match, I have no problem watching it. But most of the times I'm gonna, like when I wake up, I'm gonna just watch. I'm gonna watch it after that. Like I'm gonna not go on Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, YouTube. I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm gonna just straight up go there, watch the match I wanna watch, and you know, then look at what people are thinking of that stuff. Because like the TJ, I remember the TJ Dillashaw and Cody's match. Like that was like the first and only mistake I did of like, you know, I'm gonna watch this match later. I'm just like cooking some food, so I'm gonna just, you know, walk into Twitter or fucking look at shit at YouTube, and it just pops up, right? Because this is one of the main things I watch on YouTube, so it's like related videos of that, and it's like the newest fight and shit results, and it's in the fucking title as well, you know, TJ knocks out Cody and shit, and it's like, dude, why did you do this to me? I had to survive a few more minutes just to fucking, you know, watch the match and fully enjoy it and shit. But yeah. Anyway, the big news of the UFC this week: John Jones, the man, the myth, the juice head, John Jones. That's right. He's been caught juicing again, and apparently that's fine. As far as I know, he has not been removed from the UFC. He has not been suspended or anything of the sort, even though they fucking found steroids still in his blood, you know. And there are a lot of people that are trying to defend him, like, oh well, that's, you know, that's just like fucking residue, that's spiking, you know, it's like, it's a normal thing, you have taken roids before, you know. Like, it's been, since his previous match, it's been over a fucking year, man. If you have not taken anything after the match, no, there shouldn't be shit in your fucking blood, man. Like, half of your fucking cells of your body are not the fucking same anymore, yet alone shit in your fucking system. Come on. Come on now. And it really fucking pisses me off, man. Because, a lot of people are saying that Jones did for the sport what McGregor did for the sport, right? And as a McGregor fan, I call big bullshit on that because I'm a fanboy of McGregor. I admit it. Attack me if you want to, call him whatever you want, but like he fucking popularized the sport. I said this last podcast as well. He did good for like the sport. Like a lot of fucking people, even people that are not his fans that watch UFC right now and that buy the pay-per-views and that are starting to get into mixed martial arts, it's like McGregor, he did what he did with Aldo, what he did with on the press conference of fucking, I don't know, with Eddie Alvarez, with who the fuck is that guy, and the red panties and like all of that shit, the show that he put up on those fucking conferences. Like he did good for the fucking sport because he fucking popularized it. Wow, what the fuck has John Jones did? Like the only time, especially fucking the recent years, the only fucking time he's in like mainstream media is when he gets caught with fucking steroids, which is every fucking time. And that if anything, that damages the sport, that damages the integrity of the sport. Because like what the UFC right now, the bullshit that they pull up, the UFC is still bigger than any other mixed martial arts like championships or whatever organizations, right? And man, like your top fighter in the light heavyweight category is a juice head, like it just fucking ruins the integrity of the sport. And like the fucking bullshit that they did with moving it from Nevada to fucking LA because they wouldn't allow him to fight because he's fucking juicing, and I don't know how the fuck did the LA commission fucking give him a license even, because he still has shit in his blood that should not be there if you're a professional fighter. It just shouldn't, I don't know, it just boggles my mind, man. And I mean, I get it for Dana. Like Dana White has said so many fucking times, been on record, that he's not gonna fight, that John Jones not gonna fight in the UFC anymore. No, especially after he was cut after the match with Daniel Cormier, man. I don't know why his name escaped me, but yeah, after that match, Dana came out and he was like, no, he's never gonna fight in the UFC again. And he's here, and not only he's here, Dana is so up on his dick. He like Dana wants a champion that will destroy anybody, right? That is like the GOAT, the fucking money monkey, right? And last year he lost two of them because he invested so much shit in promotional material in Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou got fucking destroyed by Miocic, and after that, like, he's been in a really bad state, and I think at least he lost his last match. He was in like a fight night that I didn't fucking watch. So yeah, Francis, that unstoppable fucking beast that he was in the heavyweight category, is like fucking failed, even though the UFC throws so many money in promoting him as this great fighter and as this, as that, and all of that shit, And then what happened? Fucking McGregor came back, and Dana was super fucking happy that, his money goat was here. And he was fucking brutally beaten down by Khabib. And then like now Jones was like his third option of something of a money monkey, I guess is what he's calling them. And if he was like caught choosing, that would have been another like big hit for the UFC that was gonna get, because the main event was gonna be scratched, and I don't know if there were any other good fights. Like not good fight. There were some good fights, but like I don't know if there were any fights that would sell that pay-per-view if Gustafsson and Johnson didn't fucking happen. So yeah, I mean props to Gustafsson for taking him on. He wanted the fight and he did the fight. So they did ask him and he accepted it to get a juiced up Jones, I guess. But man, I don't fucking know. I get it. Like Dana White wants money and the UFC is a money printing machine for him at the moment. I just can't wait until Bellator actually gets as big as UFC, because then we're gonna see some competition, and then Dana White would have to make some right choices finally, and not just think about his wallet but the image of the company as well. Because as for right now, like the UFC is, I mean, I don't want to say it because I do like what they do, but it's a fucking joke. Recently, the stuff they done recently, it's a little bit, I don't know, man. Uh, it's weird. It's fucking weird, man. And Jones should be stripped from his belt, and I don't know, maybe in a year, or maybe if it fucking takes so long to get this shit out of his system, in 5 years maybe he can come back when we know he's gonna be fucking clean finally. Hopefully, not. We won't know, but yeah, we'll hope, I guess. Cause like I have nothing against him as a fighter, but I mean the shit that he does, like he's a known juicer, and yet they still give him licenses to fight. Like Dana still keeps wanting him to come to the UFC and fight. And that's the thing. Like if he had lost this match, and then like this whole thing about him actually still having something in his blood came out, like Dana White was gonna strip him, he's gonna suspend him again, and he was gonna come out and say, yeah, John Jones is never fighting in the UFC again. That's that. And that was gonna be it for Jones, if he was though. But the thing is, because he keeps on winning every fight, juiced or not, this is, he's like sort of undefeated, right? So it's like, people wanna watch him again and finally see him lose and shit. And so it sells pay-per-views, man. It sells tickets, it sells pay-per-views. So Dana wants these money, these sweet monies, the sweet money, the greens. He fucking wants that, and it's all the UFC is for him these days, promoting matches. No matter what, you gotta get the money back. Gotta make some fucking more money on top of that as well, Anyway, let's move on. What else happened this week? Oh yeah, I remember. I wanted to share a little bit of a shitty personal story. I mean, to be honest, it didn't really happen to me, but it did happen. It's a bit shitty, and it's sort of personal as well, I guess. So I believe it was last Wednesday when it happened. Yeah. So me and my girlfriend, we spent the whole day because she was off work that day as well, and that day and the next day after she was off work as well. So we sort of spent the whole day together. We went, grabbed lunch, watched a bunch of Can't Pay Will Take It Away. If you've watched that show on YouTube, I think it's in everyone's recommended list at this point. And I know it's illegal. I don't know. Is it really illegal? I mean, I know it's not right to fucking watch on YouTube, but it is there. It's not banned. It's not copyright strike. So it is on the site. So you know what? I did watch it. Because I think it's like BBC, but I have cable here. I don't have anything else. as far as TV goes, and I don't think I do have the BBC on. So I mean, I don't even watch TV that much, and it's like a lot easier on demand, sort of getting it. And I don't know if the BBC do have a website where you can get their shows on demand, sort of a thing. So I watch it on YouTube. It's a little bit shit quality, it's not 1080p even. Most of the times like 480p, I think. But hey, I mean, I don't know. It's enjoyable to watch and shit. But yeah, like after that, we went to the gym with my girlfriend, and I don't know. I got home. I showered. It was like around 8 o'clock at night, and she texted me. She was like, I'm going out with the girls to get some drinks. Do you wanna come with us? And I at that point I didn't really felt like going out anymore. I was like, I'm gonna watch some shit, maybe study, maybe play some video games. I didn't really felt like going out, so I just said no, right? And I don't know, I'm still kicking myself from saying no, but yeah. So after that, I don't know, at around, it wasn't too late, like 12, maybe 1 a.m. Uh, they were coming, like my girlfriend and her roommate, they were coming back with a taxi because they were out on the town center, and they were coming back to campus. And like apparently they decided that they want like something sweet to eat, so the taxi stopped them in front of like a 24-hour supermarket that is like about I'd say 5 minutes away, if you walk from their dorms. It's a really weird word for me because we don't fucking use it here. Dorms, I guess it's pronounced. But anyway, yeah, so they got their sweets and they started walking back, home. And her friend, I don't know, did she got a text or whatever, but she was like, I'm gonna get my phone out of my purse and I'm gonna look at something, right? And there was like this douchebag, I guess. I don't know. I mean, you're a piece of shit if you do this. So, and I'm not attacking you or anything. You're just a shitty person. And no, that guy, just when he saw the phone, he was behind him, right? And he stepped in front, grabbed her phone, and just belted. Ran like super fucking fast. And it's just like, it's a campus and you hear shit like this being happened, but it's like always to someone who you don't know, and it's like a rumor that has happened, allegedly has happened. But like, this time it happened to someone that I know, someone that we're sort of pretty close. I see that our girl every day as well. And yeah, the dude stole her iPhone XS, right? That's it. That's the newest one. Man, I don't know, cause my girlfriend and her friend, they are both like fucking Apple nerds. They have like MacBooks, and they had like the iPhones as well, and cause they're like expensive phones. Like the new iPhone, it's expensive in America, but for like some fucking reason, when these phones come to Bulgaria, they are like about 2 grand in like our currency here, which it like goes to about like 1500 USD. So yeah, they come here pretty fucking expensive, and they weren't really sure if they wanted to get it or not, because it's a good amount of money, especially for a fucking uni student. And I remember when they both got like the same phones, and they were both like super happy and shit about it. And it's like right now taken away from her, sort of a thing. And it's like, I don't know, man, like what kind of a low life piece of shit do you have to be? You see like two sort of intoxicated girls, right? Because they were out drinking and they were eating some sweets and they were having good time talking to each other, walking down. to their dorms. And I don't fucking know, man. And you just see him and you see the opportunity because he's gonna probably get like a grant from this phone if he resells it, even though he doesn't have a charger or anything like that. But it's like just like the hassle because uh, iPhones they have like everything synced together, right? So when the girls went back, in their home, they had to walk him out of her device and all that shit. And I don't know. I'm guessing because there's still maybe like some sensitive information on that phone, some personal stuff, pictures and shit. But like as far as I've heard, they like he can't really get those because the phone is locked. It has the Face ID. Apparently, it has a pretty good protection. Like I don't know. I'm an Android user, so I don't know what the fuck iPhones do. I've never had an iPhone in my life, and the only time I've actually checked an iPhone out was when my girlfriend got hers, right? And I just hated the gestures. I'm still, even though I'm on Pi on my phone right now, I still have like the three buttons because I'm comfortable with those, and I just I just love the buttons. Like, and you can, because Oxygen OS is like a great OS as well. You can like fucking hide the buttons if you don't want it, so you can have like the full screen be buttonless, right? But then when you need the button, just swipe up and they come up and you can fucking use them. Anyway, apparently, he can just, I don't know, factory reset it and then use it. I'm guessing he's gonna be selling it. I don't know. She did like her boyfriend of like the girl, the roommate of my girlfriend. Her boyfriend made her go to. I don't wanna say names. This is why I'm fucking saying like a few adjectives in front of who I'm talking to. Anyway, yeah, like her boyfriend made her go and write a police report. But the thing is, like, they're never gonna catch that guy. Like, the two of them, first of all, it was dark. The dude was with a dark jacket with a hood and some fucking jeans. That's like 90% of the dudes on campus. Also, like, they were drunk, They weren't like fucking blasted, They weren't passing out drunk, but they were a little bit, tipsy, so they don't even remember him that well. The guy just grabbed the phone and flew past her, and it's just like, I don't know, it's shitty. It's fucking shitty, man. I get it, like maybe this dude was in a bad place, he's poor, he's a uni student like me. I don't fucking have any money, are you kidding me? But like I don't go and steal like girls' money and phones and shit, I don't know. It just like I'm sort of kicking myself for that because I feel like maybe if I did say yes, like to coming with them, in the first place, maybe he would have been intimidated enough by having a dude also in the group that he wouldn't have fucking done that, but like if he did that, I would have probably also be pretty fucking drunk, so I wouldn't be able to fucking chase him anyway. So it wasn't gonna be like I'm gonna get her phone sort of things, so yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit of a fucking shitty situation, I guess. I don't know, man. It just like I don't care how bad you are for money, man. Like don't fucking steal from other people because you don't know what's the financial like state of the people that you're robbing, man. You don't fucking know that. They might have a flashy phone, but you don't know how much fucking time they spent to get the money for that, and it's like sure, don't be fucking materialistic, right? But I don't know, it's something that when you save for some money for something and you finally buy it, it's It's like you feel pretty fucking good having that, right? Because you worked for it and you've earned it and you finally bought it, and just have someone fucking steal it from you. Anyways, video games, right? Video games. I did play some video games. Let's bring the mood back up because it's been down for like this whole podcast, especially ever since John Jones came in the podcast. It was going down the mood. So if you've been following me on Twitter, as I said, a link in the description. Go, come on, follow me. Make me feel good that I have followers, you know. It does make you feel good. Yeah, thank you for Jared Gordon once again for following me. You know, I have a pro UFC fighter in my fucking following list, even though I have 3 followers at the moment. But he's still fucking following me till this day. It's been a week around, maybe. He's been following me. So yeah. Anyways, video games. What are we doing for video games? If you've been following me on Twitter as I started, you'd see that for some fucking reason I went back to CSGO this week. I played a bunch of fucking matches. I am really fucking bad at that game. Like, holy shit, I've gotten really worse at it because I played a lot of Siege, and usually in Siege you can like not run and gun, but you can walk and gun, no problem, right? You just aim down your sights and you can strafe walk and do all the thing and shoot, and the bullets will go somewhere where you're looking at, right? Well, in CSGO, if you walk and shoot, you're not gonna hit anything, you know. So yeah, this was a little bit weird to me. I find myself starting to shoot while still walking and then stopping, you know, that kind of a thing. But I did improve on that, and I did gain a few ranks, and then I lost a few. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like I've grew up with CS, right? Like 1.6 and all that shit, and I do love CSGO. Like, after playing shit ton of hours of 1.6 and of Source, I dare say that CSGO is just the best CS. Like, no matter what everyone tells you, no matter the nostalgia or anything of the stuff, like, CSGO is the best CS until this day. It is just like, I don't know, it's just good. It's just a good game, and I love the idea of the ranking system and all of that, because we didn't have that in the previous versions of the game as well. So that's like pretty fucking cool feature. What else did I play this week? I did try Don't Starve again, but I don't know. I did a run, and I did some I did actually got to fight my first boss, the fucking, what's it called, the reindeer guy that comes up. I don't know his fucking name. You probably know him though, in the Reigns of Giants expansion. It's like the first easiest boss essentially that you get in. I didn't kill him. He killed me, and I was just like, okay, I'm done with this game. I'm done. And I don't know, I haven't felt like playing it again. I watched a few more of Sips's VODs when he live streamed the new expansion, and I feel like I am good for now on Don't Starve. Maybe I don't know. Later on, I'm gonna get the new expansion and play that, but I feel like I'm good. I'm good for at least a month or so, maybe even more. We'll see. But I did try Slay the Spire for the first time. I know it's been out for a good amount of time, but yeah, I picked it up, and it's fun. Like, that game is fun. It is just, if you like card buildings and stuff. I did had a pretty good deck. My first run because I have done only one run so far, because runs do take about like my first run. I'd say my first run was about 2 hours. I defeated like 3 or 4 bosses. No, I think the fourth. I was just before reaching the fourth boss. I don't know how many there in the game yet, but I was like before reaching the fourth boss. I fought an elite thing that just fucking killed me. It was so close. I got it down to 6 HP, and it just did a few attacks and it killed me. It was just a little bit sad because I didn't have enough blocks in my hand to deal with it and stuff. But like, I don't know. It was a good run. I did unlock the second character from that run as well. So I'm gonna try him. I don't know if he's any good. Because usually in these types of games, just like in Don't Starve, like the best character is the first one you get given, because it's just like the most balanced, right? It's like the easiest to play. If you're just starting to play, it's like you play this guy because he's the easiest. He has nothing special on him. He's just like the game is meant to be played. And I think it was Wilson in Don't Starve, and you know, everyone fucking else is. It gets to a point where it's a bit of a nightmare to deal with his quirk. So I don't know. We'll see how is it in Slay the Spire. Maybe the second guy, I don't know. Maybe he has something better, but it's always like the first guy has nothing good, but also has nothing bad going for him, while the newer guys, like you get some kind of a boost, but a debuff as well. You know, it's usually how games go. So yeah, but I am really interested in making more runs in that game. We'll just have to see when, because as I said, I got finals, and I gotta find some time to fucking study if I wanna pass them, because it's gonna be hard otherwise. I don't think it's gonna be possible if I don't fucking study for those two. But yeah, anything else that I have played? I don't think so. I mean, I played a little bit of Siege last night. They have like the new road to the new event. So I think, I don't know what it's called. It's like road to SP or whatever. The championship thing, or CI, maybe it was CI. I don't know. But yeah, road to something. They give you a free packet. I mean, a free pack of the new skins to unlock, and then you'll be able to unlock up to I think 5. So the first challenge is to, in their new mod, like the new playlist thing, the first challenge is to I believe destroy 30 drones, maybe, as a defender. Maybe, I don't know. It was like destroy an amount of drones as a defender, right? But like, you know, and that's like stupid, you know, that's fuck me. Who fucking gives a shit about that? But I think that it's a pretty cool system, because like, okay, let me just, you probably already know it if you play Siege, but like, you get to ban stuff, right? Your team gets to ban 2 operators, the other team gets to ban 2 operators, and then it's like you play like 3 rounds as an attacker or as a defender, and then you switch. It's not like every other round you just switch and switch and switch. So you can get into that mentality of I'm a defender, and then you can get them into the mentality of I'm an attacker, and it's a little bit more like, I guess, in the tournaments that people play now, the pro tournaments. And I feel like that would be great if after this event they keep this for competitive at least. I get it, casual, they're probably not gonna touch that, but if they keep that for competitive, that's gonna be pretty fucking cool, because it's a good idea, you know, having that little bit more of a, you know, banning certain operators that you don't want to play against. Yeah, the fact that, you know, I feel like for a competitive point of view, you know, it's like better to have first be a defender for 3 rounds and then be attacker for 3 rounds and vice versa, right? Just like in pretty much any other competitive game like Counter-Strike. That's it. I don't think, because like in MOBAs that's not the thing, but in like shooters, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know. I feel like it's a good thing that they could add to competitive. And other than that, I don't think I've watched anything else. But yeah, last thing I want to talk about, I guess, is if you're a fan of the UFC'S, you probably already saw it, but there is a really awesome video that they put out that is fan service at its finest. You know, it's the UFC'S Royal Rumble 2019, and they pretty much created most people from like The Office, and they turned them on. It's like on a WWE 2K, I don't know, 19, I guess. It's like on the newest, you know. They created the people from The Office and they put them as AIs and fight each other in the Royal Rumble mode. And like, fuck me, it was great. Watched it last night. My girlfriend was here at the time. You know, we just went to bed and I saw this, and you know, we were gonna watch some more of Can't Pay or Take It Away, but I was like, look, babe, I gotta watch this first, okay? Gotta watch this first, and I'm gonna watch like the other shit. And like I was just there watching it, and I was just smiling, you know. It was like it was like a pretty cool thing to me, you know, seeing them fight off and shit. It was a fan service at its finest. I remember my girlfriend was there just laying down looking at me and like, what the fuck are you watching? but I didn't care. It was a great video. If you're a fan of the UFC'S and you haven't watched it, I strongly recommend you do in fact go and watch that, because as far as fan service goes, it's a 10 out of 10 fan service, that one. I hope they do more, but I kind of doubt they'll do more, or at least I doubt it until next week. What am I fucking saying? Next year, probably, maybe, possibly they would do something like this next year, but I doubt they are gonna be doing any more of that this year at least. But yeah, it was great. I truly enjoyed it. Duncan and Lewis were commenting it, and I don't know, like Duncan wasn't really sure what he was doing there, but Lewis, the legend fucking he gave it all. He fucking yelled so fucking much, even though he didn't clearly know what he was like saying either. It was great. It made my night. Like, it really did. It was fucking awesome. Great video. So yeah, feel like this is gonna do it for the podcast, guys. Holy shit. Last time we nearly scratched 45 minutes. This time we have an hour. Over a fucking hour. Holy shit. I hope you have the time to listen to all that. And if you have listened to the full thing, thanks so much for watching and sticking with me. You know, this is the weekly podcast. I will try and see you next Monday. I'll give it my best, but if I don't, it's gonna be on Tuesday. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. I do fucking tweet stuff, right? I am consistent, so this should work. I should get a bunch of followers if I'm consistent, right? That's what happens. Consistency, okay? That's the skill you need to get good at. Nothing fucking else. Just be fucking consistent. Thanks so much for listening, guys, tuning in. I'm gonna see you all next time.